APA PsycINFO provides the option to search by test and measure field. If you want to find publications that use assessment tools, scales, or any other tests within the research, you can input your keywords into the search box and then from the drop-down menu, select Test and Measure, which is the last option in the drop-down. Searching can be done using keywords or specific titles of an assessment tool. This search will include the keywords of attention deficit disorder or attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity or ADHD. And Test and Measure is selected from the drop-down. Clicking Search generates 6,500 results. This publication uses a number of tests and measures that include either ADHD or attention deficit disorder, but also disorder. Since the search terms were not placed within quotation marks to conduct a phrase search, the scales for the Alcohol Use Disorders Identification Test and the Drug Disorders Identification Test are not applicable to the core focus of the search. Since this article does include our search terms, this publication might still be applicable, but it might be best to update the search terms to add quotation marks to narrow the results. Some of these tests include a DOI for the test listed. Clicking on the links will open a new tab or window in order to access the description in PsycTest or APA PsycNet. Both platforms are additional American Psychological Association products. It does not provide access to the full text of the assessment tool. Going back into PsycINFO, there is a way to try to search for publications that include access to the assessment tools used. If full text access is needed and not available through other means, such as PsycTests, there are ways to try to access them through PsycINFO by finding amended tests and measures. It is important to keep in mind that assessment tools typically have copyright protections, but they may also have various or differing usage permissions. Many assessment tools do have permission for use for educational purposes as well as research. You will need to make sure to follow the appropriate usage stipulation if you use any of these assessment tools within your own research or publication. To find results with appended assessment tools, add the term appended to the search. In this demonstration, the results include 51 scholarly journals and 33 books. The results include several chapters from the same book, ADHD in Adults. Viewing the chapter details, numerous assessment tools were used in this chapter, and several of them indicate that the tool is appended within the publication. Selecting the Find It at USC will open the catalog record for the ebook chapter. Selecting the link to access full text, I can use the text finder function, Control F for Windows, to look for the assessment tools indicated in the chapter detail section from PsycINFO. Unfortunately, this technique does not locate the checklist. The amended scale does not appear within this chapter, but following the links provided, then select Table of Contents, then download the PDF for back matter on pages 197 through 227. Opening the PDF, I now see the appendix with a new table of contents, guide for use, the additional checklists, inventories, scales, and more. Scrolling down, I can now see the full text of Adult ADHD Diagnosis Checklist. This article example shows the use of Adult ADHD Self-Report Scale, appended. Opening the full text of the article, Table 1 shows the questions asked on the Adult Self-Report Scale, or ASRS, with their participant data included.